Following the controversial reception of his first electricity video, Derek Muller released How Electricity Actually Works as a clarification. In response to the extensive feedback he received, the comment section of this follow-up video reveals a markedly different tone and categorization of responses compared to the original video, reflecting both appreciation for the clarification and ongoing technical debates. Hashtag major comment categories. Hashtag 1. Appreciation for scientific transparency and correction. A significant portion of commenters expressed genuine appreciation for Derek's willingness to acknowledge mistakes and provide clarification. One highly upvoted comment stated, "Respect for admitting to some mistakes. It's refreshing to see someone both rationally defend their side and also admit to some mistakes and fix said mistakes." 2. This category represents viewers who value the scientific integrity demonstrated by addressing criticisms directly rather than ignoring them. The comment, this is what science is all about. Thought experiment, theory, peer review, experiment. Well done, everyone. Received substantial support, highlighting how the entire controversy exemplified the scientific method in action. 2. Hashtag 2. Reconciliation with fellow YouTubers. The follow-up video achieved notable success in mending relationships with other science communicators who had criticized the original video. Electro Boom, who had been particularly vocal in his criticism, commented, "This was a greatly detailed video, and I think we are pretty much on the same page. Thanks for the shout-out and going through the trouble of clarification." 2. This represented a significant shift from a more adversarial tone following the first video. Alpha Phoenix similarly responded positively. "Fantastic revisit. The animations and the simulations were spot on and great at showing the difference between the transient first-second effect and the steady-state rest-of-time behavior." 2. Hashtag 3. Educational value and improved understanding. Many commenters expressed that the second video successfully clarified concepts that had been confusing in the original. One mechanical engineer wrote, "Thank you so much. I'm a mech who studied circuits in school, and it never made sense to me. The charge is in the fields. Now that I have the fundamental building blocks corrected. Electrical does not seem so opaque." 2. This category reflects viewers who found the more detailed explanations and experimental demonstrations helpful in understanding electromagnetic field theory and circuit behavior. Hashtag 4. Professional validation from engineers. Working professionals provided validation of both the physics principles and the practical implications. An electrician commented, "As an electrician working the field, I can confidently say this is above my pay grade." 2. While another professional noted, "As an electron working the field, I'm glad we're finally getting the recognition we deserve." 2. These comments often acknowledge the complexity of the subject matter while appreciating the educational content. Hashtag 5. Recognition of the collaborative nature of science communication. Commenters frequently praise the collaborative discussion that emerged from the controversy. One viewer noted, "I love the peer review reactions and the dialogue. This is what we need, everywhere in science, politics, etc. This is what the most powerful neurologic network looks like." 2. Another comment highlighted the positive outcome. "Your original video has essentially achieved its purpose. You have generated a huge response, and then brought everyone together, and the net outcome was to educate people in a deeper way than the average YouTube experience." 2. Hashtag 6. Technical discussions and nuanced understanding. Unlike the first video's comments, the follow-up generated more sophisticated technical discussions. Commenters engaged with concepts like transmission line theory, surface charges, and the distinction between transient and steady-state behavior. The Action Lab commented, "Remember, there's a difference between what's true and what matters. Derek does a great job showing the whole truth of how circuits really work." 2. Hashtag 7. Acknowledgement of communication challenges. Several commenters recognize the inherent difficulty in communicating complex physics concepts to general audiences. One noted, "What a great time to be alive. Hundreds of years ago, this discussion would be held in books or university talks that were unavailable to the vast majority of society." 2. This category reflects appreciation for the democratization of scientific knowledge while acknowledging the challenges involved. ###8. Criticism of clickbait and sensationalism, reduced but present, while significantly reduced compared to the first video. Some commenters still express concerns about presentation style. However, these were generally more constructive, focusing on the balance between accessibility and accuracy rather than outright dismissal. 3-4. #notable shifts from the first video. The comments section showed several key differences from the original video. Reduce hostility. The aggressive criticism and accusations of misleading content were largely replaced by constructive discussion and appreciation for clarification. 2. Increased technical sophistication. Comments demonstrated deeper engagement with the actual physics concepts rather than confusion or dismissal. 2. Community building. The controversy ultimately strengthened relationships within the science communication community, with multiple YouTubers collaborating on explanations. 5, 6. Educational outcomes. Many commenters reported improved understanding of electromagnetic theory and circuit behavior. 2. ## summary of main themes. The comments on the follow-up video reveal a scientific community and audience that values transparency, correction, and collaborative learning. The primary themes include scientific integrity, appreciation for Derek's willingness to address criticisms and provide more detailed explanations. 2. Collaborative science communication, recognition that the controversy led to valuable educational content from multiple creators. 5, 6. Improved understanding. Many viewers reported better comprehension of electromagnetic field theory after the clarification. 2. Professional respect. Engineers and physicists expressed greater satisfaction with the more nuanced explanations. 2. Educational value. The entire episode was viewed as a positive example of how scientific discourse should function in the digital age. 2. The overall sentiment suggests that while the original video created confusion and controversy, the follow-up successfully transformed that controversy into a valuable educational experience that strengthened both understanding and community within science communication on YouTube.